As you're most aware by now, the Russian military has now moved into Donbass and Lugansk, the two break-off provinces inside of Ukraine. Now, Putin did not go the way that I thought he was going to. I assumed that he would accept into Russia the break-off provinces. Then he would send in forces if the Ukraine military attacked to force them to stay. Instead, Putin recognized them as sovereign nations, then accepted their request for help. Totally different legal standing. A request by a country for assistance is different than moving into a territory you claim had voted to join you. Now, this has certainly not been without some consequences. The French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian announced that the EU will be placing sanctions on Russia for the military move. He said, "It's a violation of international law. It's an attack on the sovereignty and integrity of Ukraine. It's Russia renouncing its international commitments and the Minsk Accords that it had signed. So the situation is very serious." EU High Representative Joseph Borrell said this morning that he had called an emergency informal meeting of EU foreign ministers to discuss Ukraine following a planned summit. Now, despite this, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says that there will still be no war with Russia, but cautioned that Ukraine will be prepared should Russian military aggression against his country escalate further. There will not be an all-out war against Ukraine, and there will not be a broad escalation from Russia. If there is, then we will put Ukraine on a war footing. But, he added, we urge Russia, not for the first time, to resolve these issues through dialogue, to sit down at the negotiating table. We are ready to negotiate in any forum, and Russia knows this. This seems to indicate that he is willing to make some concessions in order to avoid an actual war. What those concessions may be, I have no idea. Perhaps partial territory, or some kind of monetary arrangement. The real damage for Russia here is Germany's announcement that they're stopping the Nord Stream 2 pipeline following Moscow's military move in eastern Ukraine. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said, "With regard to the latest developments, we need to reassess the situation, also with regard to Nord Stream 2. It sounds very technocratic, but it is the necessary administrative step in order to stop certification of the pipeline." The UK has also announced that it's going to place sanctions on 5 Russian banks and predicts that it will have a pariah status for Putin if he takes further actions against Ukraine. This will have a severe impact on Russia's ability to do business across international boundaries, except of course with its closest ally, China, of which whom have stopped using the US dollar for trade between the two countries. Stay tuned for more updates.
Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.